Should a Christian always be joyful even if they are not happy? And what does biblical joy look like? If I go through depression, is there something wrong with my faith?
Oh, great question. Read 2 Corinthians. 2 Corinthians, Paul talks, I think, more about suffering than any other of his letters. And yet, in that same letter, he talks about joy more than any other of his letters. We have acted like that same question, I feel like you and I have talked about so much. And there's a verse in 2 Corinthians 9 that talks about where Paul says, we are sorrowful, yet always rejoicing. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that is it. That is how I feel like every day. I'm so sorrowful. Life is so hard. Some things in life are just so hard. These trials are just so hard. I'm so sorrowful. And yet, I'm always rejoicing. I'm always rejoicing because you just have to literally preach the gospel to yourself. You have to preach these passages to yourself. Like 2 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 4. In all our affliction, we are overflowing with joy. He's not just like joyful in his affliction, he's overflowing with joy. It's like, goodness gracious, who are you, Paul? You are insane. Like, what planet are you from? And so, like, there is a divine mystery, I think, that is happening of like, can I be depressed and a Christian? I think there are just certain seasons where you walk through the valley of the shadow of death. That is a reality. But you have to remember that your God is with you. Your God is with you. And sometimes God purposely takes us through those seasons, through the miry clay, so that when he does lift us out, as Psalm, is it 65? 69? It's one of those, somewhere in there. He talks about, he lifts us out and he puts a new song in my heart. So when we finally are lifted out of that pit, God just becomes more beautiful to us, right? It's Paul getting the thorn in his flesh, realizing in that moment that Christ is sufficient. My power is perfected in your weakness. I don't really like using the term depression a lot. The whole mental health kind of world has really hijacked a lot of language that kind of similar to 100 years ago with evolution and science and the Bible. I really think that like the mental health field has really been plagued a lot by worldly things that Christians really need to be on guard against. That's a whole nother sermon and conversation there. But I think it's very possible for Christians to experience seasons of really challenging sorrow. I think that is a very real potential. Elijah faced it. I mean, Jesus even talked about being sorrowful to the point of death. Those are very real. But please don't think that God is not somehow not in those. He's still there. And sometimes he purposely walks us through those so that he can pull us out. And we really do learn what it means that his power is perfected when we are at our weakest.